You know one person that I wish was president of the United States? I hate to say this, but Clay Aiken. Just kidding. Clay Aiken is running for Congress, though, and we need to talk about this. It's kind of incredible. This ad for Congress is amazing. I want you to pay particular attention to how he tries to smear Madison Cawthorn, because Madison Cawthorn actually says nothing wrong in the clip that he presents of him. But here we are. Let's watch Clay Aiken for Congress.
Hey, folks. It's been a while. Now, I know I look a little different these days, but we've met before. I'm Clay Aiken. Most of you probably remember me like this. Skinny. Back in those days, I was a bright-eyed kid from North Carolina on my way to becoming a special ed teacher, and then that little singing competition changed everything for me. For decades, North Carolina was actually the progressive beacon in the South. We had the best roads and the best schools because back then, the loudest voices in our government were progressives who actually made sure our state was always moving forward. But then things changed, and the progressives lost power, and we started getting backwards-ass policies like the voter suppression bills and the bigoted bathroom bill. Because today, it seems like the loudest voices in North Carolina politics are white nationalists like this guy.
My friends, I encourage you, continue to make your voice heard, because do we love Donald Trump?
And hateful homophobes like this one.
What is the purpose of homosexuality? What does it create?
And now we all know it's not just a North Carolina thing. For every Madison and Mark in North Carolina, there's a Marjorie in Georgia or a Lauren in Colorado. And these folks are taking up all the oxygen in the room, and I gotta tell you, I am sick of it. And I'll tell you something else, as Democrats, we have gotta get better about speaking up and using our voices. Because those folks ain't quieting down anytime soon. That's why I'm running for Congress. And just think how excited these guys are going to be when we elect the South's first gay congressman.
I just want to say, I watched his season of American Idol. He's suddenly gayer than he's ever been. Like he's I was like, is Clay Aiken gayer for some reason? Then I realized that at the end when he dropped the flags that he's running on being gay. Like you always know, like this is the new thing. And I'm like, he just wasn't. Not that I have any issues with him being gay, but like he just didn't present this like over the top when he was on American Idol, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be his brand. He's going to drop down the LGBT flags. This is how he intends to win. Michael, you know Clay personally. He is obviously saying that he's a really nice guy, and he's never done anything wrong, and he's kind. He wants to listen to his potential constituents, and I just want to show a clip of him moderating your debate with someone who couldn't get a word in edgewise.
As the moderator.
He's the moderator here.
I'm asking the questions, so hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
I'm asking the questions.
All right.
Feel free to try to control it, but you won't get to.
Every
I want to know
presidential
what
candidate on
can
the
be
left
done.
at AOC did.
I'm not one of them. I'm asking you what can be done about climate change. I'm pretty ignorant about the whole argument myself, I'll admit. I'm asking you, what should we do?
And specifically,
unless you want to cede the ground to Democrats to be the ones who come up with ideas, are people who are marching and shouting Jews will not replace us, are they good people? Just a yes or no question. Yes or no? No, it's a yes or no question.
What a ridiculous question.
Are people who are marching shouting Jews will not replace us?
Nazis are bad.
Can you say yes or no to this? Are you capable of that? I don't need to answer a question because I'm not on the stage. No, I did not ask you if Nazis were bad. And I understand those are big words.
People who are Nazis are bad people, Clay.
That's not what I asked you.
I've answered this 5 times.
No, you haven't.
You're rewording it.
You're rewording it. I feel so bad for you. I feel so badly for you.
Why do you feel
badly for me? It's very easy to play a victim. Hold on. You can boo all you want to. I don't give a half a f***ing shit. I asked a yes or no question. Does President Trump lie? Yes or no? Before you start, since clearly the audience thinks I'm biased, we're going to let them ask some questions.
Clay, you ran for office as a Democrat.
I just want to. Well, I may be a hack, but I've got the fucking microphone.
Okay, Clay Aiken.
Nice guy, Clay Aiken.
Did you ever read the fine print that appears when you start browsing in incognito mode? It says that your activity might still be visible to your employer, your school, or your internet service provider. How can they even call it incognito? To really stop people from seeing the sites that you visit, you need to do what I do and use ExpressVPN. Think about all the times you've used Wi-Fi at a coffee shop, a hotel, or even at your parents' house. Without ExpressVPN, every site you visit could be logged by the admin of that network, and that's still true, even when you're in incognito mode. I mean, do you really want your parents to see what you've been looking at? What's more, your home internet provider can also see and record your browsing data, and in the US, they're legally allowed to sell that data to advertisers. ExpressVPN is an app that encrypts all of your network data and reroutes it through a network of secure servers so that your private online activity stays just that, private. ExpressVPN works on all your devices and is super easy to use. The app literally has just one button. You tap just one button to connect, and your browsing activity is secured from prying eyes. So stop letting strangers invade your online privacy. Protect yourself today and use my link at expressvpn.com/Candace to get 3 extra months free. That's expressvpn.com/Candace to learn more.
He plays a really nice guy on TV. You got to beware the nice guys in politics because, he presents himself and he says, look, y'all, I was on that fun singing show 25 years ago and y'all, I just want to bring us all together. He smears a totally mainstream, frankly kind of moderate Republican as a Nazi. He smears some other guy, well, I guess all of us, as bigots because we don't think dudes should walk into the women's bathroom. And then he doesn't
bigoted
fly
bathroom policies.
the bigoted bathroom bills. He doesn't fly the American flag in the ad. He flies one flag. It is the radical leftist LGBT LMNOP flag. The only reason there's an American flag in the video at all is because Madison Cawthorn is wearing an American flag and he's trying to smear him.
When he says that horrible thing Madison Cawthorn said, he said, make sure your voices are heard. That was horrible.
This is a radical campaign.
It's a radical campaign Madison Cawthorn is running.
My takeaway here was this is a complete and utter indictment of our pop culture and American Idol, that they create Clay Aikens and not Michael Knowles. That was my takeaway when I watched it.
You have a great Southern accent.
Thank you.
He should run for office. How about that?
Maybe I'll run in North Carolina.
All right.
He was, by the way, less gay in that debate with you. I mean, I don't know, he's just transforming his character. Like he wanted to give you the heads up, like he was going to beat you. He was like,
Arnold
what's up,
Schwarzenegger.
audience? What's up? Who wants some? You know what I mean? Not that sweet guy who's like, I'm going to fly the LGBT.
But this is why you've got to watch out for the nice guys. Because these nice guy politics of inclusion and equity and diversity are saying that if you are to the right of Hillary Clinton, you're a Nazi. You and Madison Cawthorn, you're all Nazi terrorists. And if you think that dudes are not chicks, you're a hideous bigot who should be ostracized from society. That's what he's running on.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually want to thank you, Michael, for exposing this because it was really on its face how biased he was. The entire crowd was booing. However, what you demonstrated there was what every single Republican has to face when they do a presidential debate, when they go on to corporate media, when they try and do a press hit, but especially during presidential debates, you have these non-biased moderators who are third debaters and fourth debaters, and who will stop short and will cut off and will argue with a conservative or a Republican. And it's why I am 100% in favor of the idea of getting rid of that trash entirely. We're all human beings. We're not robots like Sotomayor says that we are. We're all toasters, right? We should have a Democrat and a conservative on the presidential debate stage. And they should ask questions on behalf of you, the conservative. Candace Owens should be a presidential debate moderator. Are you in agreement with this? This would be incredible to have her on the debate. Wouldn't you want to hear Joe Biden or Kamala Harris debated by Candace Owens?
Benny, there's one problem. There's one problem, which is you can't be a moderator and a candidate at the same time. So I don't know how.
Very true.
Oh, gosh. I would have fun just being in the debates. I would just say, I'm going to ban, you're not allowed to say bigoted, homophobe, Nazi, white supremacist. And they would just stay quiet the whole time. Yeah, they would just be completely mute because that's all they have. I mean, it's become a joke. It's all they do is sit here and try to smear in real time Republicans because they know that they can't win these debates based on policies. So they're just going to say, oh, well, that guy's bad, that guy's racist. And it is pretty disgusting. Thanks for joining me on this segment of Candace. If you liked this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel and ring the bell to get notifications on new videos. To watch or listen to the full show, become a member at dailywire.com/subscribe.